Hi, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, where we're here.
Why?
Such a mind.
Come on then.
Nothing.
I'm apparently suspicious because I don't wear shoes. Where we're here in Rete at the castle because of the quest Thickest Thieves Peshek, which says to me that I shall steal Hanish's book from his rooms, which I'll have to find for. Okay, first. Which apparently are over here. To find an illuminated book here. There's a very hard chest. Could also be everywhere else, like lying here. And that's his book. Also, he has his stuff here. Okay, that's one part of a two-part quest. Not one part of a two-part quest. We wanted to do two quests. That's what I wanted to say. The other quest that we have here is rob the rich, give to the poor. For that we have to steal groschen from the guard, which is pickpocketing, which I'm not good at. So I'll first bring the book to Peshek so we can save our progress. Because if we get caught at pickpocketing, that we might get in trouble. Also, Hanish is a quest giver, so I'm talking to him now. I have your book.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Uzhitz, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life wasn't for him, and vanished to foreign parts. They say he made a living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk at the Battle of Kosovo. And then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his family plenty, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a good understanding of vice.
Interesting.
Henry, just the man
That's
I
not
want to see.
an
I need help
unimportant
with
battle.
something.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news. Or it's equally possible he's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
And what if there really are heretics?
My boy, have you ever seen a heretic?
No.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time the prelates just invent them, to scare folk with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
Are you at odds with the Archbishop in some way, sir?
No, I've never even seen him. But that's no guarantee he doesn't have his eye on my estate.
But how could he get his hands on it?
He's an archbishop. They have long fingers, my boy. And now, without the king around, it's the perfect time to amass a nice little hoard. Believe me, I know. They say in Prague that he's a complete dolt. But I rather doubt that.
Why?
All the Hare clan are as shrewd as they come. I know that better than most.
Uh-huh. Very well. I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hannes.
See you later.
Waldensians. We heard about the Waldensian sect that came up in the trial, but I didn't know anything about them at that point. Okay, we need to talk to the vicar. What else? Get rid of the vicar and talk to the... He's in Uschitz. He's in Uschitz. Okay, we're gonna travel to Uschitz in a moment, but I'm gonna go give that book away. So I'll see you in a second, unless I see the guard that I'm supposed to steal groschen from at the great position, which I do. No, I don't. That's a place where I'll have to follow him for a while. But let's see what he does. If he is like taking position here, I can't do anything because I'll be seen. I'll just follow him around and you will join me the moment he goes somewhere interesting. So back here in the side roads, I may wanna... not like that.
Are you quite well?
I'm trying to knock him out. Someone seems to have seen me, which is weird. Russian, a door key. Trunky. Turn the stolen coin to the vagabond. Okay. Should have really brought that book away in the meantime. I'll try to ride out of town. Maybe the guards won't molest me when I'm riding past on a horse. That did work. So I want to give that book to Peshek, so that we save that book, because the moment I get searched, the book gets picked away from me, and then we'll fail the quest, I suppose. Because I think they take all the stolen goods, so I wanted to have this be over with
I have that
before.
book from Hannah.
Great work. Here's your well-earned reward. I got a down payment, and the buyer will be gnawing his nails by now. I'm glad I won't let him down. I'll see you later.
Bring the book to Peshek. And then... quest completed. Thick as Thieves Peshek. Okay, we're done with this 3-part quest. Can I learn something about lockpicking, for example? I'm not at 15 yet. And pickpocketing, I'm not at 10 yet. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Unless I'm an idiot and I'm already at 10 in lockpicking. Lockpicking at 15? No, I'm at 12. Need to learn more about lockpicking. A lot more about lockpicking. But now we can return to the town and just give the stuff to the vagabond. Does he live outside of town? No. It's just with the compass, the placement of the marker sometimes feels weird, because it's almost straightforward now, but it's actually all the way to the left. Must be right here. You. No. You.
God save you.
I've got your coin.
I'd like to see that bastard's face when he finds out it's gone. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you.
What's this other job then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to beg. Then take a look and rat-eye at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well, from one fine lady, you could get alms to feed the whole lot of us here.
Arms for everyone? That would be quite a purse. But I'll see what I can do.
That's the spirit. In return, I'll teach you something useful, and you'll get a share too, of course.
Steal 50 groschen from the rich woman. Can I do this?
Here's the coin you wanted.
Good. Keep half for your effort. Interested in another job?
You mentioned another job. I'm all ears.
Aye. There's a good widow living in squalor with us in the camp. She sold the last memento she had of her sainted mother to a moneylender so she could feed her young ones. And now she's so torn with regret, she can't sleep nights.
You want me to get this memento back?
Just so. I'd do it myself, only I can't show my face on the town square without the catchpoles kicking my arse. Steal her ring back from that usurer, Wolf from Bruda.
Usurer.
Pick your own reward while you're at it. He's so rich it ain't decent.
I'll be right back.
God be with you.
Silver ring from Wolf from Bruda. Yeah, I can't even talk to him now. Okay. So, he said that he'll teach me something. Did I abort that by not doing pickpocketing? I assume it was like that.
Surrender! You'll have to...
I heard it from a traveling merchant. He had it.
It's you! You crippled someone! You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will land you a fat fine.
200.
That'll ruffle his feathers for him.
All right. Here you are.
All right. Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that was easy. Wanted to look at my reputation in Rete. It's pretty good with everyone but the countryside and the traders. I stole from the traders so much, so whatever. I want to see and look for that William Pruder. He's at the other side, at the tavern. I see you at the tavern. If he's sleeping, it's the perfect opportunity to try actually pickpocketing stuff. He's over here somewhere.
What am I to do? A poor wretch whose home was
Oh, they will
burned to
see me.
ashes by Sigismund
That would have been a great opportunity. There are two guards going along here. Can I talk to him and buy it from him?
My humble greet.
I can't. Now I need to wait until I'm out of the line of sight. Oh, there's another guard. Oh no. Perfect. He will start moving again the moment I'm beside them, yeah? Yeah, but he'll start moving in the other direction. And once he turns the corner, we're safe to do what we want. We're safe to do what we want.
You! Stop right where you are! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting. No one gets away with beating people. And I haven't even got started on... If it was up to me, I'd send you straight to the chopping block. You're lucky the law will only let me throw you in jail.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone.
But that won't...
Jail it is then.
You'll love it there. It's all...
And we are, for the first time, we're in 10 days. Oh god. So this will abruptly cost me all time quest if I ever have them. Okay. You don't have to watch this. This did actually take me like almost 5 minutes to watch. Wow, this is a severe punishment for committing crimes to the player. Punishing the player for committing crimes by letting him wait for, wow, a very, very long time. But now we'll be coming out of jail. We learned about the jail. Interesting. Let's look at my debuffs. Renegade brand. Penalties to strength, agility and vitality are 20% less. We have hunger and tiredness. That's that one. Did we lose like our dog? Yeah, we did lose our dog. We didn't lose that quest though, but I wanted to see. Thick as thieves, Peshek, stolen book delivered. Okay, I will load this save so that I don't have to live with the consequences of being in jail. Yeah, we just delivered that. Now we have to bring those 50 coins to that fucker without getting caught by the guard in between. That we have to do again, and then we'll get our second quest there. But then I won't pay the 50, but instead we'll try to steal it from her. Like the quest suggests me to do already. There he is. Talk.
My humble
I've got you.
I'll give you some.
What's this up? Arms for.
That's the spirit. In we. Good boy.
Next quest was down here. Steal 50 groschen from the rich woman, and we can do that if we want to. Now I want to speak to like a guard to let him arrest me. Apparently not that guard. But any of the town guards inside of town. So one of them, perhaps. Hi. Or you? You? Hi, sir? No. Okay. Wanna try to really steal it from her. Where is she? Where's she gone? God damn it, are you playing hide and seek with me?
So I'll get home. A torch will help.
It's that one, the townswoman who's always sitting here.
Here's a hoe.
What do you want?
Straw for the winter?
God be with you.
Then you'll need a
Can't
rake.
even steal it from her. Can't even talk it out of her. Okay. I'll not be doing that quest. I'll be training pickpocketing off screen, so that I can show you how the quest really goes without having this problem all the time, where you could be caught in any minute, and I don't like that. I like to try normal pickpocketing. So we're done with Void Sex quest, but the next thing we're supposed to do is go up to Ushitz There's also another quest near Tarnberg. Want to look closely to all those other places to see whether there are new quests about, so that I might... I mean, the quests are yellow, but I don't know if the other yellow stars, the quest tipster stars, if they show up. Like there's a quest tipster star. So we'll be definitely going there. Not to Mero yet. There can't be quest tipster over there. Here's none. Tarnberg doesn't have a quest tipster. Does Uschitz have one? No. So the last quest tipster that we have is at the in the glade. So we'll travel over there by horse. So see you once I get there. And we're arriving at the inn in the glade, where there's supposed to be a quest tipster slash activity giver. This one.
God be with you.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhof stud farm. Getting things up and running again without old Smill would be a job and a half. His widow Zora's a fine woman, tough as they come. But, well, she's a woman still.
Okay.
Wouldn't you like a change? We're rebuilding Pribyslavitz, and I could use you in the new tavern.
Are you mad? I got the best inn in the province, and no one to tell me what to do. Why on earth would I change that?
Isn't there any way you could be persuaded?
Not a chance. Find someone else.
He's still an activity giver. For what? Can't see that, so he's not yet an activity giver. But this should have added a quest objective to Neuhof. Yeah. So there's also a quest at Neuhof. But we were now on our way to Uschitz to take care of that Waldensian quest. We're gonna go there now. I see you in Uschitz. So one thing that I wanted to show you is every time I sleep now I get this great buff of having a clean conscience, although I just got caught. No, I just stole stuff. So the blue one, number A. Somewhere over there. And I need to stop recording now. Sorry, I had to answer that phone call. So the vicar is here with Father Goodwin. Like, aha. He lives with Father Goodwin. Interesting.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Sir Hanush, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanush told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Kuttenberg who told us of the heretics in Uschitz. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise Sir Hanush wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Well, I'm not from Ujits exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either, but you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking. You'll have a much better chance of learning their secrets.
You flatter me, Monsignor. Very well, then. Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect, you can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogation.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
But that doesn't necessarily mean any of them are from Ujits. Maybe they just meet here.
That is indeed possible, but I want certainty, not conjecture.
Who are these Waldensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much.
Yeah,
But what form
that
does
was
the heresy
clear.
take?
Look, boy, I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor. I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
Find the Waldensian congregation. I like to sit while I read, but we don't really need to. We can just read here because it's not a book of that kind, I suppose. Oh, it's on a quest item, so of course. Heretic's Testimony. This account was written down by Master Borislav, scribe to the Archbishop, recording the testimony given by the questioned heretics, whereby the interrogation was conducted by the Very Reverend Jan of Orsek, Monsignor and Vicar to the Archbishop, and the lawful rite of torture was carried out by the town executioner Francis, called Shanks. It's about Peter Fradek. In the town jail, according to the resolution of the town council. At first, the captive heretic, one Peter Fradek, did refuse to give testimony, whereupon the executioner was instructed to encourage him to do so by the performance of arts. Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter Fradek did long resist the executioner's persuasions. However, he did finally respond to a query as to the place of the assembly of the other heretics known to him, that they did meet in the township of Uschitz. When the vicar then asked the prisoner to elaborate, that is, who they were and in what house they assembled, Peter Fradek again fell into silence. The executioner was again obliged to execute his persuasive art, which in due course the vicar ordered him to desist, for the prisoner was greatly fatigued, whereupon he did suddenly find his voice and began to respond at length to the repeated query as to where he met with the other heretics. The vicar thereupon decreed that the testimony of the prisoner be written down verbatim. May the Lord forgive me for hearing these heretical speeches, which by my duty to Holy Mother Church I am bound to set down in writing this day. Thus spoke the heretic. I began my pilgrimage in Uschitz, a den of iniquity where the people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. This is with the proud Babylonian tower. Okay, this is this church. I went past it quickly, towards the rising sun. So past the church, towards the east. I need something to write that down. Had to fetch me a piece of paper. Okay, when I left the village, I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed, and my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show me the right path. On I went through the sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of a 1,000-headed crow at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. Okay. I I think we'll have to look that up in between. Okay, I journey further on, and all at once there arose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. Then I saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then I finally saw the gateway to the garden of paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was a good Christian and let me enter therein. These were the last words uttered by the heretic Peter of Radek, for he did then breathe his last. The vicar did then state that his death was surely the work of Lucifer to silence his tongue before the ears of the servants of God. The executioner thereupon took umbrage and made conceited objections, for which his wage was cut by 3 groschen, and he was admonished not to repeat such remark, especially in the presence of a servant of the Holy Mother Church. The body of the heretic was buried outside the cemetery wall as befits, so that it should not corrupt hallowed ground. Thereby the case of the heretic Peter of Radek was brought to a close in accordance with ecclesiastical law. Where they were drinking and fornicating, he wanted to leave it at once. He went past the church towards the rising sun, so towards the east, and then the first crossroads outside the village is the first thing we'll have to look for next. So this direction. The first crossroad outside the village. It's there that he saw a finger of Christ pointing him in the right way when he prayed. Which way is that pointing? A finger of Christ rose from the ground. That was sounding vaguely like German. Where is the finger of the Christ here? Am I thinking too figuratively? Did they say pointed him to the right path? What is my quest? What the fuck? Why is there an activity giver in that camp over there? Okay. That was one of the cumin camps, wasn't it? Weird. Let's go back to this tavern and start our quest there again. So where the people fornicated and he did leave. Then he saw the weird church and he went on past it towards the rising sun, which is east. And then let's reread on that. I left the village. I came upon a crossroads and didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed. And my prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show me the right path. So outside the village, he said. So it is there. So the finger of Christ is growing out of the ground to show him his right path. Trying to look at some land formation and stuff, but it could also be, can I like pray to you again as in the other quest? Because that shows me basically it's pointing into the middle of it. So let's assume it's the right path. On I went through the sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of the 1,000-headed crow at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. So assume this way. The 1,000 crows and their queen and the towers. What's when I'm going down the other way? What am I going past here? The crows? The beehive. Yeah, the beehive. It's the beehive. The 1,000-headed crowd. Not crow, I'm stupid. The 1,000-headed crowd at work and saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth. His broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like the tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast. Okay, so this way. And he went through the mouth of the beast, which would be this one. And by the road I saw on a boat of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took fruits of their labors and filled my belly. In a boat of Peter by the road, he saw on a boat of something of the apostles Peter and of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and cleaning. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. He saw on a boat, which would be that, maybe, by the road. Yeah, assume it's this one. In a boat of the apostles Peter and stuff? What are you? A fisherman! Yeah, of course, Peter was a fisher, yeah, okay. And he slept with the 2 widows that he saw when he... That way? Peter, yeah, Peter was fisher. Andrew, I didn't knew that he also was a fisher. Then left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. So he came out of their house and saw 2 widows weeping, which would be those 2. I mean, he could have turned around also, but these 2 are looking interesting, so in their shadow he slept. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. There was a Leviathan washed up by the sea, but apparently not here. He went further along the edge of the world. I'm at a bit of a loss here. Assuming these are the 2 widows, he went further along the edge of the world. This already can't be it. Which, let's go along the river until I see a carcass of a body of a, like, maybe a rotten cow or something. I mean, it's supposed by the sea, but... There's another interesting camp. But which direction would we go now? I mean, the edge of the world doesn't mean anything to him because he's not living in the same map as I am. So 2 bridges over the River Jordan, and he took the left one. So there are 2 bridges here that he saw from one place. Still don't see the Leviathan. Haven't found the Leviathan yet. But this would be the left bridge. But I didn't even see the other bridge. Then he saw the Garden of the Paradise. That one up here. And we completely lost it because that's not it. There weren't even 2 bridges. I didn't see the Leviathan, so it's the Leviathan that's completely eluding me. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong 2 widows. Widows made me directly think of that one tree that is like bowing down his their branches. Isn't it called a weeping willow in English? Weeping willow, yeah, and the name has to do with widow in German. It's like a grieving widow. This one. It looks close to that one. It's way bigger normally. And also that are not two. But apparently if this is the sea. If this is the sea, he went on towards, he saw a carcass at the sea.
Shame I can't swim.
Oh shit, I can't swim. There's the fisherman. Let's ask about the carcass at the sea.
God be...
Do you know anything about local brawlers?
Why do you ask?
I like a good punch-up myself, so I'm keen on meeting like-minded fellows.
Then you're in luck, because I'm in charge of all the fights here. You want to join in right now? Or have you any questions?
I want to get...
Sir.
Well...
Okay, it's a fist fighting thing. So this here is another quest like the other one. This, my friend, looks like a carcass, but it's a fishing trap. So there. Those trees are willows. Are the tree that I'm speaking of. Come on, let me go out of... I hate this. Yeah, sometimes you can climb them and then you tumble down. These are willows. Or however the tree is called in your country. So, over there, that looks like it's something that's bugging. And not working properly with the thingy. And now he went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up by the sea. So we went further along this edge until he saw a Leviathan washed up here. Not here. Could also be a tree stump or something. I was thinking about a dead cow, but... there it is, the Leviathan. Okay, it's a cart. Then I saw two bridges over the River Jordan, and Devil tempted me to lure me to the one on the right, but he went to the one on the left. There are bridges nearby. I'm not seeing any bridges. So from here he saw two bridges over the River Jordan. Two bridges. Not the one on the right, the one on the left. And there he saw it. That was weird. I could sit here. Okay. Is it that building over there? Let's see if anyone is here. That looks like a weird cross, but that's just...
Seems I found it.
And I found the Waldensian congregation. And next episode will be... we will explore the gathering place of the Waldensians and learn more about them. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.